Hello, everyone. Welcome back to 10 Minutes Astrology. Once a week, we are going to be here to talk about the basic astrology technique. And from this week, we are very excited because we are starting to talk about the transit. Hello, Alejo. How are you?
Hi, Rod. Hello, everyone. I'm very excited to be talking about transits of Pluto.
Yeah, transit of Pluto. But before that, I have to announce on the 15th of March, Alejo going to give a webinar about the transiting Saturn Neptune conjunction from war to wave. It's very interesting. It from the collective to the personal level about how this transit going to have influence on us. Okay, so Pluto in the first house. When Pluto move into the first house, that means when transiting Pluto, for example, that means give an example. So, for example, the Pluto, we know Pluto at this moment is just into the early degree Aquarius, 1 degree Aquarius or 0 degree Aquarius this moment. So if anyone who has ascendant as a 0 degree Aquarius, 1 degree Aquarius, or even one, two, three, four, that means Pluto is coming to your first house. And how does that mean, Alejo?
Well, I would say the idea, first of all, I like this idea of Pluto of unearthing. The idea that it takes us to a descent in order to take us
Mhm.
back out into the surface. So I would say maybe the first house, remember, it's about your identity, your sense of vitality, how you show yourself to others, or what others first see in you. So maybe there's our, and also your approach to life. So maybe the approach to life will become more related to Plutonian themes, which have to do with this idea of survival, because Pluto might take you into this entombment, into this kind of descent to yourself,
Mhm.
to discover parts of yourself that you might be expressing and other people seeing, but you might not be recognizing so much. So, this idea of unearthing secrets about who you really are, about your identity, and by doing that, perhaps regenerating your sense of
Mhm.
vitality.
Wow. I
Yeah, I
never
would say
see.
it sounds very nice. I might let's. Ah,
Well, Alejo just been kicked out. This is another Pluto experience. We'll be back. Oh well, for you know what just happened. You may not because after editing you will not realize. But what just happened is that suddenly while Alejo talking about Pluto regenerated, and then he suddenly disappeared.
I disappeared. I went into the underworld. Pluto said, "Stop sharing my secrets. Don't say this. Come here." And he took me. Yeah.
Yeah.
But I regenerate. Like I said, Pluto takes you back to life. So I regenerated and here I am, like a
Yeah.
phoenix.
I was going to talk about is the I never heard of people talking Pluto in such a very efficient. What I mean is there are things we should pay attention, but there is also the things people usually kind of ignore when they talk about Pluto because we are too scared. Most people talking about Pluto, even myself, would be dark, crisis, and the death experience or secret
Yeah.
or power struggle. But to be honest, that on Earth and regenerate is really worse to go through that process.
Yeah. And this is exactly what I was about to say when Pluto came and took me. I was about to say that the way I played it, the way I said it, it sounds like very beautiful and very nice.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think it's a process that's easy, of course, because
Mm.
Pluto forces you to to face your shadow, to face aspects of
Yeah.
yourself that you deny, that you don't want to see, that you find destructive, that you find disgusting. And
Mm-hmm.
Pluto will say, "No, you have to come down and see this, and you have to, you have to swim in the mud of who you are." And it's
Mm.
not an easy process, of course. Um, it's not easy, it's painful, it's hurtful, it's fearful, and sometimes you might feel you don't have the strength. I think sometimes with some Pluto transits, people feel like they don't have the strength or the resources to survive this.
Mm.
So it's like it takes you to the limits sometimes. Yeah.
Definitely, definitely. It's not a easy process, and it's not 100% a pleasant journey. I think sometimes we need to deal with that to understand that's part of life. That is part of life.
Yeah.
And life is, well, we all, as a person, we all looking for joy, pleasant moment, peaceful moment. We know that. But some part of a life, some part of a journey will be muddy, will be hungry, angry, or even feel like totally uh, disappointed and despaired. So Pluto is that part of a journey. Not only Pluto, I mean, there's other planet that can also
Yeah.
show you similar things, but it's a journey that if we have to go through it, it tests our limits. And by that really, I like what the horoscope us using in his The God of Changes. He used the goddess Inanna going down to go descended to the underworld and lose everything she has, her power, her magic, her beauty, her youth, be totally naked and old and ugly and being killed, and then rebirth, regenerate, and return to sky, become most powerful goddess. So this image is like we are going to take off every layer of ourselves while Pluto in the first house, about the self, about who you are and who you want to be, and take it. But because it says first house is about how I identify myself. So that's why I think the
Yeah. Yeah.
things we attach to ourselves. For example, I would say I'm a beauty queen, or I'm a smart man, or I'm a super rich, or something. I'm super famous on the Instagram. Pluto kind of let you understand is
Yeah.
that you can really rely on.
Yes, exactly. Yes. And that's why it feels so threatening.
Yeah.
Because
Well,
it's something we
Pluto,
have created that image, and Pluto comes
yes.
and takes it that away. No, you are not
Yeah.
this. Pluto is saying, no, you are not this.
Mm.
You know.
And they're going to allow us to redefine, to understand what is a true self without those things, without those fame, without those things attached to ourselves. We attach to ourselves. And what could we be? Who could we be? And who we really are. It is a challenge, but it is a very authentic journey to understand ourselves.
Yeah,
So
definitely. And it's
next
a
week,
really empowering journey.
oh, oh, definitely, definitely, yes. That is like once you understand your true self, maybe you are not ashamed about it anymore.
Exactly. Yeah.
And that Pluto is related to those taboo and shame. So maybe all these things is a kind of testing things. Well, next week, second house,
Next
Pluto,
week, Pluto in the second.
the
Okay.
second
Yes.
house. Okay, so see you next week. Bye bye.
Bye bye.